So let's ask the question based on clues. Where could Greg Heffley be from? Now, firstly, Jeff Kinney, the author, had mentioned, as mentioned in the movie diary book, that Greg Heffley could live anywhere in the United States, and the location was not mentioned for this reason. But that doesn't stop us from finding geographical clues to get hints. So, first point, snow. Snow is a recurring theme, and many books of Wimpy Kid show a lot of snow. So, getting the Köppen climate map of United States from Wikipedia, it must be clear that Greg lives in the snowy parts of USA and not in the tropical parts such as Hawaii. Nor Greg lives in Alaska because summer heat is mentioned too, as some of the books say that it's Nightmare's summer school where there is no air conditioning. So we can take out the areas which lack frost and also the areas which have cooler summers. Second, we have to look at the vegetation or biome. Is it forest or desert? So the answer is that forests are frequently mentioned in Diary of the Wimpy Kid. Deserts aren't mentioned anywhere. Coast is also not close to Greg's home, and grassland isn't there either. So Greg Heffley certainly lives in forest biome, means we can narrow to the northeastern part of the US. Also, the west coast of US is possible, the central mountains, but high mountains are not mentioned. And hills, yes, hills are mentioned, as Greg lives uphill and his certain neighbors live downhill. So this reduces to this area and to the Appalachian mountain range, which is a very good candidate for this hill-like. So next part is also that snow isn't always there in Wimpy Kids series. There are some winters depicted that barely get any snow. So this variability further means that Greg lives in the border between the continental and the temperate climate. So Pennsylvania seems most likely candidate, close to the frost line, also having hills and warmer summers. So is Greg from Pennsylvania. Interestingly, I searched about where Jeff Kinney lives and found out that he is from uh, Maryland, has been born in Maryland, and also has a strong connection to the Boston area. Even not all of the Boston area is same, but I searched up the climate of Boston since I couldn't find climate of Fort Maryland and the climate of Boston, which was such close match with what I have seen.